And we begin this Friday afternoon with new developments from the FDA, an advisory panel rejecting a plan to offer Pfizer booster shots to all Americans and will only endorse them for Americans 65 and over or at high risk for severe disease. Thank you for joining us today at 5. I'm Glenda Lewis. Today's vote is a blow to the Biden administration's effort to strengthen people's protection against the virus as the Delta variant rages. The panel, made up of outside experts, say Pfizer provided little data on safety of extra doses and that booster shots will not end this pandemic.
I don't think a booster dose is going to significantly contribute to controlling the pandemic. And I think it's very important that the main message that we still transmit is that we've got to get everybody 2 doses. Everyone has to get the primary series. This booster dose is not going to make a big difference. It's not likely to make a big difference in the behavior of this pandemic.
Experts also say the data provided by Israeli researchers about their booster campaign might not be suitable for predicting what could happen here in the U.S. And this comes as new infections in Michigan continue their surge. 5,600 new infections were announced today over a 2-day period. That's an average of 2,800 new cases a day. 68 deaths were also announced. So we're going to bring in our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi now. And Dr. Nandi, were you surprised to hear that panel voted against booster shots for the general public?
Linda, yeah, I have to admit I was surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised. To me, it tells that the FDA is not a rubber stamp, right? We know, those of us who practice medicine and not just write about it or look at it on social media, know how tough it is to pass something, through the FDA. And in this case, the FDA's advisory committee voted 16-2. It wasn't even close. Clear message sent not only to Pfizer, but to Moderna and possibly Johnson & Johnson. And the voting question was regarding Pfizer's booster dose starting at least 6 months after the second shot. Now, it was for ages 16 and up, and this decision comes after a long day of intense discussion and debate. The committee would have looked at data, as we talked about, from Israel that showed Israelis who were first vaccinated with the 2-dose regimen were found to have a higher chance of breakthrough infection. And a recently published Israeli study showed that those who received the 3rd shot, the booster shot, this summer were less likely to get infected. But here's what the FDA wanted to focus on. Not what's going on in Israel, but what's going on here in the U.S. And I admire them for that. It took a lot of guts. And when you look at the CDC's numbers, there have been over 14,000 fully vaccinated folks hospitalized because of the virus. Of these, 2,675 folks died. Now, it's horrible that when people die, right? I'm not taking away from that. But that number is very small when you compare to the 176 million people who are fully vaccinated, right? So the 14,000 compared to the 176 million people. And on top of that, another published paper that shows that vaccines continue to be substantially protective when it comes to severe disease and hospitalization. So it concluded, the committee concluded that most folks don't need a booster at this time.
Well, Doc, the panel also voted to recommend boosters for those 65 and older or at risk for severe disease. What do you think of that development?
I'm super happy about that. I'm relieved that the vaccine advisors voted yes on the second question. They unanimously agreed, right, to recommend emergency use authorization allowing people that are age 65 and over and those who are at high risk for severe COVID-19 to get Pfizer's booster shot. And why I'm relieved is this, right? Because of all the vaccinated folks who have died from COVID-19, a whopping 87% of them were people 65 and older, right? So it makes sense to me that they would get the booster shot. Now, the FDA does not have to accept what the advisory panel recommends, but they tend to do so. Why? Because this group are made of experts and includes infectious disease doctors. So once the FDA rules on Pfizer's application, it's up to the CDC to meet and decide how the doses should be used. So I think, again, for those who haven't been vaccinated, please get so. I keep talking about it, and get protected if you have not been vaccinated. That's how we're going to get past this pandemic.
All right, Dr. Nandi, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.